in a awesome bar here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Very true.
Current matchup is Storm versus 8cast. That's what we're playing. We're getting some Squirtles out there. We're getting some War Turtles, maybe even some Blastoise, depending on how it goes.
Historically, a bad matchup for Storm. They have a lot of counter spells main. They have Karn main. They have probably some number of Chalice, depending on what list, either 2 or 4.
Yep.
If I had to guess.
I'm on 2.
Yeah. So
a
like
little bit of info. I'm on 2.
Yeah. So like, as far as the matchup goes, it's not a great matchup. Also, in the blind, if I see an island and they don't do a whole lot of stuff turn 1, it's hard to guess what they're on. So, like, I have to play as though they're, like, island, ponder, control.
Yeah.
And if they're not pondering turn 1, I can assume that it's because they held out for a solid turn 2, in which case I can put them on 8cast. So, like...
and I feel like as soon as artifact land, like, unless I bring a basic land out...
yeah, if you lead on the blue land, what is it?
Seat of Synod.
Yeah, Seat of Synod. If you lead on Seat instead of Island, then it automatically reveals what you're doing.
Right.
In which case, I know I have to... Oh, even or odd?
Evens.
Oh, fuck.
So
all right.
I'm in effect on the play.
All right, America, we're in a bad spot.
I mean,
are we though?
I'm not in a bad spot. I'm not in a great spot, but I'm not in a bad spot. So I will send it.
This is greedy. In this matchup, this card's bad because you have to assume that their turn 2 play is going to make sure that your turn 3 play doesn't matter. So this isn't terrible with this hand.
So what I'm looking at, we'll talk through it. So I'm looking at getting Emery out as soon as possible, so I can fill up the graveyard and start bringing in the artifacts out. So on my first turn, I can get a turn 1 Emery, and then I have Saga to back it up, and then Kappa Cannoneer, and as early as next turn, especially with Emery helping out. So we're playing open-handed for you guys just to get a little bit of education as we go. So I will go to Otawara. Okay. Mizra's. Second Mizra's into a Emery.
Yep.
So I'll 5 in the graveyard, or 4 in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Is that the foil Cold Snap bobble?
Yeah.
That's the prettiest in the pile.
That is that's pricey.
That's the triple digit bobble.
And I will pass.
All right,
so my whole thing is different arts for every card. I'm almost there.
So if I hit one more mana source, and preferably a 0-drop artifact. The reason I kept this, if I can hit a 0-drop artifact off this, I can turn 1 Beseech. If he doesn't have counter magic, I can turn 1 Beseech into a Song of Creation, and I can run out that 0-drop artifact. Knowing that he's on blue, how many cards do you have in hand? 3. So he doesn't have Forced Blue Spell and Daze, because he doesn't have an island. So he could have Forced Blue Spell still, but he doesn't have double counter spell, which gives me an opportunity to potentially take off 3. I kind of want to force him to have Forced Blue Spell. If I have another 0-drop artifact, I can cast the Beseech into a Song of Creation, cast a 0-drop artifact to draw 2 and potentially just win the game. If I don't win the game, it still puts a lot of pressure on him, because even if he casts a Chalice on 0 or a Chalice on 1, I'm still an opportunity where I can cast something on 0, let it get countered, draw 2 cards. Like the Lotus Petals, the Mox Opals, the Lion's Eye Diamonds that I draw from this point on, if this were to resolve, sees a lot of value. But it all kind of depends on what I top deck, so let's see what's going on.
And to
all right.
me, like the Chalice on 0, Chalice on 1, I'm more likely to play Chalice on 1 because
you're not playing, because it shuts off your bobbles, it shuts off a lot of your game plan.
Yeah.
So like, which is good for us because most of our deck is 0s. That was an interesting draw, America world.
And for me too, like late or mid to late game, like so if this was a turn 1 Kappa Cannoneer and I could get a Chalice out there on 0, I'd be game on because mine is on a cast trigger.
I'm going to attempt to resolve one of these.
Okay.
So, land. Chrome Mox.
Yep.
Imprint. Interesting. Imprint this brainstorm.
Yep.
Pedal.
Yep.
Mox open.
It's a lot of mana.
It is a lot of mana. Storm count is currently 3 for anyone watching. That resolves?
Good.
Fetch.
Solid.
I will go to 19. I will get... depends on my hand. I want black because of my hand, America. And that being on blue kind of hurts the hustle, so I definitely want black. So I want to leave open a brainstorm in the scenario that I draw it. So because of that, I fetch an underground sea here. And then with that underground sea, a galvanic relay for 4.
I got nothing.
So I will galvanic relay for 4.
Yep.
And I'll shuffle a couple more times because that was a half-ass shuffle.
Storm count at 4.
Now, for anybody that didn't know, Galvanic Relay says exile the top card of your library. You may play cards exiled this way your next turn. Storm. So, like, Storm is 4, so I'll exile 4 cards. Next turn, I may play these cards. I cannot play them this turn, but it gives me access to currently a Bobble, 2 lands, and a Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer is probably one of the best cards in this matchup.
And now it says you may play or you may cast.
Play, because it gives me access to the lands.
Okay.
Say go.
On your end step, we're gonna double bobble.
Both me or both you?
Both you. So I only did see one hand. Yep. Cool. Don't even know what that means.
Do you want to look it up? Do you want to Oracle text it?
Nah, bro.
All right, Dan.
We're just gonna send it.
All right, Dan.
We're gonna draw 3 off the bobbles. We will play a land for a turn.
I like that. See the synod?
Gotta do it.
We're in a scary position.
We're gonna Lotus Petal. We will. Love that.
Those are absolutely fired.
We're gonna tap to bring back a little something something. Patchwork.
Can I read that card real quick?
Yeah. So on cast, I get to. It gets +1, and it's ward 2.
Sure.
So we're setting up right now. Misplay should have held the veil or the Lotus Petal to get it a +1. But
These things happen.
So we're at 1, 2,
Oh, they got a
3 artifacts.
Okay. Yeah, TJ can fix that.
No creatures. Let's go.
Cards in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4.
The Twitch chat is follower only for a month. I don't know if you can edit that. They have to follow for a month before they can send it.
I don't know how to edit that, but I'll try.
I can.
You'll probably do it.
I'm going to lead on a Veil of Summer.
Yeah.
Good?
Good.
I love that for me.
Yeah, I have
No interaction?
Are
I
you
love that.
wait, you're casting that?
I'm casting a Veil of Summer.
Okay, so I will force.
Cards in hand after that?
2.
All right, so Storm is currently 2. So the reason I led on that, America, is because his cards in hand were low, and I want this next spell to resolve. So I play this land. I will fetch, looking for a black source because I need triple black. And I'm also kind of going on an open a prayer here. So let's get a Badlands because if this doesn't resolve, we're kind of in a bad spot anyway. So before I get crazy on the shuffle, black, 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 blue for a Beseech, sacrificing this Mox open.
Yep.
So I search from the Beseech. I will get
We
a
did
Song of
bargain.
Creation.
We did bargain.
I need to
How are you able to find a Beseech that fast in a forest?
You know,
That's impressive.
it's, you know, we do what we can. We do what we can. It was in my, I think that was in my opening hand. Like, I think I kept the greedy
Oh, I
hand.
don't even mean like that. I mean like, Woe just came out like 2 months ago.
Oh, man. Yeah, I ordered them all off Haruya.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Haruya is Japanese for the term hallelujah.
Ah,
Also, everybody watching, I fetched inappropriately for this Verdant Catacomb because, realistically, because Song of Creation says you get an additional land drop each turn, and at the beginning of the end step, you discard your hand, and anytime you cast a spell, you draw 2 cards. So, realistically, I just needed a black mana. I should not have searched for the Badlands turn for that fetch. I should have searched for another for this rather than for the Bayou. Might end up causing me winning the game right here.
and I also want to point out too, like this has a green pip, so
It does.
Beseech helps get around that.
Any other spell that I cast from this point on draws me 2 cards. So I could lead on a Bobble and draw 2 cards, but before I do that, I'm going to play my additional land drop this turn. And I'm going to immediately fetch.
Yep. So now are you going for the colors?
Knowing what I have in hand, I want a red. So I've got a Misty Rainforest, so I'm going to get a Taiga. Because that Taiga, now look at it as float at bare minimum 2 red, draw 2 cards, which is insane.
Right.
Before doing anything else after that, though, before casting the Rite of Flame, I'm going to cast this Mishra's Bauble. Mishra's Bauble will take Storm to 5,
You're cracking or casting?
casting it.
Okay.
And on cast trigger, I will trigger the Song of Creation, draw 2 cards.
Okay.
That's a fucking saucy 2 cards to draw, America. The world. That is fucking insane, dude. You see what I just did? You're welcome. I did that for you. I put the whole city on my fucking back.
Call him LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron.
That's a vanilla gorilla.
So
Vanilla
because he didn't cast a Beseech, it's safe to assume that he does not have a counterspell. You shouldn't automatically assume that always, but if a Beseech resolves, he knows I'm getting something that's fucking just not okay.
Right.
So the Song of Creation is the thing that's not okay. So that means this Lion's Eye Diamond is going to resolve.
Yes.
So on that cast, I'll draw 2 cards. I drew another 0 drop. I will immediately fire that off for a Storm 7. And I will draw another 2 cards.
You're drawing the 2 cards from.
Song of Creation. On a cast trigger, I will draw 2 cards 100% of the time. I will cast this Chromox. So anybody watching, Chromox says when it enters the battlefield, you may exile a card. Chromox Chromox can tap to add a color of any colors in the converted mana cost. But you cast it, I get the song trigger
You
first.
don't have to imprint.
So now I get to draw 2 cards before I get to decide if I'm going to imprint. So if I draw dead cards, because I've got a bunch of really nice cards in my hand, maybe I don't need double of this, but I get to draw 2. If either of these suck, like for example this Galvanic Relay that I'm never going to cast this turn because I'm going to try to win, I can imprint this Galvanic Relay.
Right.
I'd rather have the Burning Wish. I'd rather have the Rite of Flame. I'd rather have the Dark Red. Like, I'd rather not imprint any of these. So, me resolving that trigger and getting that about is maybe a deciding factor in the matchup.
And it's so nice that you get to draw those cards first.
It's insane. It's
and
insane.
Then you can do that.
It's insane. So I cast this Rite of Flame, which will take my Storm to 8. I will trigger, draw 2. I have 2 red floating. Which at this point, world, I've probably just won. But we never know. So I have 2 red floating. Oh, this is a very pretty die.
You're welcome. Nothing but the best here.
It's very
Ohio
nice.
Eternal.
It's very nice. So then I'll play this Petal for Storm 9. Trigger, I'll draw 2 off the Song of Creation. Up.
It's gotta be my thing now.
Also, you don't want to mill yourself out, but as soon as you get to a point where you're going to win, just do it. So I'll do this for Storm 10. Trigger, I'll draw a couple. I still have 2 red mana floating. I haven't hit a protection spell, but he doesn't have counter magic. So if you wanted to play the most safe...
I want to say right here, like from my end, if I would have had counter magic, I would have choked the mana source.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like I would have tried to stop early on. So,
or even just hit the Beseech.
Right.
Or even just hit the Beseech. Like, at this point I have so much mana. If you want to play for protection, you can run out this Bauble, draw out 2 more cards,
and look.
And just dig. Dig for a Veil of Summer is what you're looking for at this point. So then we cast this Rite of Flame. You draw 2 more. Now you have the Veil of Summer. You can cast the Veil of Summer for free off this pedal.
Right.
So you go Veil, draw a couple.
Now everything is uncounterable.
Now I have a decent amount of mana floating, and I did draw the main deck Tendrils, but I'd probably make sure that I just have enough mana floating, which I have enough red, and I have 2 LEDs, and my things can't be countered, so I just run out this Burning Wish, hold priority, pop these Lion's Eye Diamonds for black, and then I go get the Tendrils of Agony from the side, which I will show the world. It's the pub. I charge by the pound.
That's beautiful.
I charge by the pound, but
not cheap.
yeah, once Song of Creation hits the battlefield, it becomes kind of dead. So like, if you let the Beseech resolve, you're in a really, really... Beseech the Mirror says you can cast the spell without paying its mana cost. So sometimes you don't counter the Beseech the Mirror. Sometimes you counter the thing that they get. It depends on how much mana they have. Like, if you think that they're going to Veil in response to you casting a counter spell, maybe you don't. And sometimes if you think you have just double counter spell, maybe you let them search, find something that is good, and then counter it. Or maybe you counter something and then let them search and then counter the thing because they think...
2 cards.
Because, like, if I think you have a second counter spell, I might not get the thing that I want to win. I might not get the Song of Creation. Maybe I'll get a Chrome Mox and print nothing.
Right.
I'll cast a Chrome Mox, say go, because I think you have too much stuff in your hand and I'm intimidated. But at that point, it's all a mind game. It's all playing into your outcast and what you have in hand. Like, bleed them. Being the controlled player, you want to bleed me. You want to cut me off mana. You want to, or I'm the combo player. You want to wasteland me. You want to stop my artifacts from doing it. No Rod is the worst card. You play Karn, the Great Creator. If you resolve a Karn, the Great Creator, it's very, 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 very hard for me to win. So, like, and it's
just like it lands if they bring out an Oofy.
Oh, for sure. I can't be Doof.
Right.
Because most of my mana ramp is artifact based.
Right.
If I see all of the Dark Rituals and all the Rite of Flames, sure. But we're not going to live by the exception, we're going to live by the rule. You have to beat me by eating my mana.
Yeah.
Just destroy my mana, keep me from being able to cast spells. Because as soon as it gets to a point where I can't cast a bunch of spells, I lose.
Right.
I lose. You have to shut me off my mana so I can't cast a bunch of spells. And then slowly ping me, bully me, kappa me, you know. Heck, even if you have like ballistas. Ballista's like annoying and cute. Like if you're playing ballista in your side, you can swing, ping me, pump it, swing, ping me, pump it. Like it's just like an inevitable death that can potentially ping off threats if you ever needed to.
Right.
All right.
What?
You hop in here. You hop in here.
I hop in? Alright. I was just talking theory about Mystic Sanctuary over one basic island in my deck because
World, it was fun playing.
today I really felt the need for that single basic.
I gotta go play some Commander with some.
Are you going to do Commander with them?
I'm gonna go do play.
Well, why don't you do that
Commander
on the stream before they leave? They're going to upstate New York.
I'm down, but there's 3 of us. Can we fit 3 in the stream?
We'll figure it out.
They're from New York?
Yeah, upstate New York, like Rochester.
I love that.
And they got a double table.
Oh, I slid it over.
Yeah. Are you guys good to play some Commander?
Yeah, figure out how to fit a 3 on those. Alright, we're gonna do a 3-man pot.
We are now moving to a commander pod.
He's like, this is my time. Animar's about to shine. This is what I've lived for.
Where's my Mark Teaser play mat?
Oh, I have that.
Yeah.
I have that, and I have the Dark Rit one.
I love this Dark Rit one.
Yeah. Well, I played Dark Rit in Legacy, so.
If I can ever afford this card,
I'll sell you one.
I'll give you a high five.
Say swear.
So we're good. We're just on yours. Play towards the front.
All right. So I play it up like here.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey.
All right, moving to some commander. So now, are you on a CDH build?
Yes.
You are on a CDH build.
Oh.
You're on a regular commander.
I'm on regular commander, but it is very fast.
So 2-on-1. All right, ready, break.
2-on-1.
2-on-1. We know the arch enemy.
Usual tactics, yeah.
It's fine.
Right.
I'm pretty fast, but I'm not. I wouldn't say this is CDH by any scale of metric. It is fast,
this
though.
deck has definitely had some ups and downs. Like, you can get good turns.
Yeah.
Definitely can get the good turns out, and you can definitely get rolling, but just not top notch. Definitely room for optimization.
We're doing one free mulligan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes, we are.
You're either playing like the super
You're fine, brother.
I
We're playing casually at a bar. If you're cheating,
Then we got a problem.
Yeah.
Then there's another problem.
right?
Yeah, it's a problem.
That's a good question, though. That's a real good question.
I keep this. Smash! Oh my god! Woo! Move it. Take it down. We'll shut it down.
I would definitely keep it.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I'll keep this hand.
All right.
Oh yeah, we gotta roll. Here, I got die ready. 5 is low.
Got a 5. Just below average with now snake eyes. 8.
Not bad.
Snake eyes. There we go.
Hey!
I will take
I'm-
the play.
You know what? If there's
I have a
anyone that's
pregame.
supposed to go last,
Yeah,
you know.
I have a pregame action though.
Oh, jeez.
There we go. All right, folks. We got it.
All right, that's fair. We'll allow it.
Right. All right.
It resolves.
Results. All right. I will.
You're on the play.
All right. So I'll draw the multiplayer.
Fair.
All right. So I'll draw the multiplayer, of course.
Sure.
I'm going to play Command Tower, which is to tap for one of my commander's identities. I'm going to tap it, and I'm going to play a Bastard Call. Oh, Bastard.
I'll play Wooded Foothills. I'll fetch. Going to smooth 39. I will get a Arid Mesa.
Okay.
Wherever it may be. No,
Arid
Arid
Mesa's
Mesa's a
another
fetch
fetch.
land. I'm going to get the Plateau.
I was gonna say, hold on.
Yeah, I'm going to get the Plateau. And I will play Aristic Buddy, my Esper Sentinel.
Yep.
Wristed Buddy.
The Aristic Buddy is in there.
First not creature. Okay, that's fine.
And let me pull out a life counter, but I'm saying go.
Okay.
We're gonna do.
We're over there. It's like, oh yeah, we used to play like sports. They're all sports ball people.
Oh yeah,
And
dude.
he's like, oh, we used to play Magic. Like, is that like Magic Gathering? I was like, yeah.
Yes.
And he's like, we started in like 5th, blah 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 blah. I was
Why
like,
you quit, pussy?
Right. I was like, what did you do today? He's like, went to a game. I was like, you know what I did? I made a lot of money on trading.
Yeah, dude. That's where it's at.
It's like, oh yeah, I got a bunch of like Black Lotuses and stuff. I was like, here's my number.
yeah.
They're not
Fucking
worth a lot.
find me.
I'll buy you a beer.
Yeah, yeah.
Black Lotus, I'll buy you some beers, bro.
100%.
Maybe even a 24 pack of packs.
Absolutely. Would you like to pay the one? I love that.
That is a turn one. Alright. Final on top. Give up, keep a draw. Definitely play Forest.
I thought you were resolve an Elish Norn next turn. That just dies and then he never gets to play his commander.
Yeah. That would.
I'm going to tap two and play Arcane Secret.
Someone turn two.
Would you like to pay the one?
I will not. I will let you have it.
Someone turn two is an Elish Norn then. Well.
I'll try.
I will proceed to pass the turn.
Alright. I'll try. I'll play a Rejuvenating Springs.
Okay.
Is that the land that I want, actually? I want green. It's not the land that I want. No, I lied. It is the land that I want. I'm going to play Rejuvenating Springs, play a Nature's Lore.
Yep.
Excellent.
The pretty one.
Yeah, really nice one.
I will get something blue in nature. It's going to be a
Rating pool.
it's going to be a tundra, I think. Oh, I can't get a tundra. It has to have a forest in it.
Rating pool.
So it is still going to be just. It's going to be a trop.
That's good.
Where art thou, tropical island? Animar's a 1/1.
He's currently at 1-1.
I like that. I'll play the trop off of the lore, obviously. And then I will float a blue, run out a Mystic Remora.
Oh boy. I've had to deal with that card already. So.
And then I'm going to swing one at you. It's either that or fucking...
Actually, you know what?
You can jump with
Fly.
Animar. Sure. Trades.
Nope.
It's a 1/1.
Pro white.
Oh.
White, pro black.
I didn't know about that part.
Pro white, pro black.
Is it alright if I take this back then? Alright,
Pro
pass
white, pro
turn.
black.
I won't swing at you. I think we know the arch enemy.
I'll play my drop.
True.
Mana Crypt.
Would you like to pay the 5? You can pay 1
I
for
can pay
risk.
one. No, you can have it.
I'll draw 2.
Yep.
Yep. Good value.
Yeah.
That's awfully tempting for me to do. I'm gonna have a copy of your arcane signature.
I will respond.
Okay.
I'm going to tap my arcane signet and play a World of Tutors.
Sure. I'm just making a copy of it.
I know.
Well, and it's an ETB trigger too, so like you could respond by bouncing your signet and saying eat shit.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it to the top of my library and then proceed.
Then after that, I pass.
Alright. I am going to get my good friend Reese for I think he knows what I'm doing. I'm going to get my relic.
Sure. That's fine.
Shield of Origin.
That's fine.
So basically, Burn the Polisher and Token Jacket. So I will shuffle and put them on top.
Yep.
Alright. So I'll tap. I'll draw, of course, my cards turn 4. Play them out.
Okay.
And we will attempt to cast it.
Sure. Well, technically priority goes to the
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep, it's
So, it's good.
good. Alright.
Yeah.
I will pass the turn.
I'll pay the 1 for the Remora.
Alright. It's a good card.
It's insane.
It's a good deal.
It's insane.
There's me and Urza player were like both turn 1 our Mystic Remores and we netted so much off the Kintron.
It's so insane.
It is.
The card's bananas.
Yeah.
I'll play a Spire Garden,
You got it.
and then I'll run out this Augur Bottom.
Oh, beautiful.
Great card.
That's an excellent.
Anything useful on top?
Not terrible. It could be worse.
True.
I will say go.
Alright. Evens, no ouchies, odds ouchies?
Deal.
No ouchies.
No ouchies. Oh, you'll get your moment.
Oh, babe.
Play Tarnished Citadel for pick.
That's going on the website.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
You played it.
I played Tarnished
Oh,
Citadel.
it's a land.
Just a land.
Deal.
And tap that for a red.
Yep.
Imperial Recruiter.
That's a good one.
That's,
Finding.
Are we dead?
yep.
Yes.
He's going to go through the motions now.
So I'm gonna find Spellseeker. I'm gonna pull him and him to shortcut this.
So he's just meeting at the process.
So I'm gonna find Spellseeker.
Yep.
Then let's see. I'm gonna get Fulton for a blue. Cast Spellseeker. Put another counter on Andor. I will find the sorcery, and yes, you can draw.
2 of them?
Yes, you can draw them too.
You're like, it doesn't matter, I win.
Yeah. So I'm drawing, or I'm getting the sorcery Neoform.
I will let him go for
There it is. Okay. Then green and blue. Neoform the Spellseeker. This is where you draw.
Yep.
Statue. I'm going to blink Ancestral Statue, the net worth of Bill Gates. Animar becomes that big.
Yeah.
And then, upon the last resolution of this, I'm going to return Imperial, replay Imperial, find Ballista, and then 500, 500.
That's it.
Gross.
Yes.
Gross.
Play.
Doesn't matter how pretty my deck is, dude.
Good try, sir. I appreciate
Thank
the
you.
fish.
I tried, man. I
You
tried
did.
I led on a Ristic Buddy into a fish, you know. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
this
you
is,
had to.
if we're getting out of this, this is
I
how.
was really debating on the Dranith with turn 2, but nothing. I
Turn
couldn't.
1 Animar.
Turn 1 Animar overruled it.
I'm like, Papa needs a turn 3 Genesis Wave for 13. That's how I win this.
Yeah.
That's some serious Genesis.
It's done. This deck
It
has done it.
Yeah.
It's
Looking
awesome.
through it, I 100%.
It has done it. It's
awesome.
it's insane when it gets to do it. You're just like, oh, we're doing things.
He bolt outs for 500.
He's like,
We're trying to leave like in 8 minutes. Drive back to Ohio.
yep. No. that
Oh,
makes
are we?
Yep. Well, we are.
Oh, me too. Well, we're all squatted
Well,
up.
you're all good.
All right, guys. Thank you so
All right,
much
yeah.
for joining us
Thank you.
on the stream. So give your call outs. Where are you guys from?
We're from Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York. So we were talking earlier, and we might do an event up there in Rochester, New York, a Ohio Eternal event, which we probably should change our name to something like Brew Eternal or something. I don't know.
Eternal. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
so that way we can hang out in breweries and do shit like this and have fun. So
Yep.
thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you on the next one.
Until next time, miss you already.
Next time.